Hello fellow YouTubers. Whew. It's been very hot here today, but not as hot as it has been in Sydney and out in the suburbs of Sydney. In fact, on the early news they were saying that Sydney was the hottest place on the face of the planet today. Well, its suburbs were anyhow. Something like 47.5 degrees out at Penrith, which is oh, I don't know, 40 or 50k west of Sydney. Whew. But it's been hot enough here, I can tell you. I spent a lot of day inside the house, like I did yesterday, with the house fully air conditioned, and I watched the fifth test, the cricket. But today the test finished early on the fifth day. Australia won the series 4-0. Oi, oi, oi. Oh, yeah. But anyhow, the main reason for this video is because I got several comments from a gentleman over the last couple of days who suffers from emphysema, and he was saying how he found day-to-day life battling emphysema very depressing, and it's true. With any serious illness, and particularly incurable diseases, depression can and often does follow on your heels, very close on your heels as a matter of fact. And I said to him in one comment that perhaps it would be very wise of him to seek professional help. I was diagnosed with depression in 1996. It was the year my mother passed away, and I got a call from my sister that my mother had passed away, and I had to go to the small country town where she lived with my brother. And I then spent some time there with my brother after the funeral, and it was then that depression hit me like a bolt from the blue. One day I was okay, and the next I found myself crying uncontrollably. I was just sobbing. It just out of the blue I would start sobbing, and then it would last for about 30 seconds. Then it passed, but then it kept happening again and again. But over the next few days I started to feel very ill, physically ill. I went off my food, I couldn't sleep, and if I did sleep it was very restless. I even felt threatened by lying down in bed. So much so I'd have to sit up because I felt claustrophobic, and this continued on for some time, and after I got home as well, so I was forced to go and see my doctor, who referred me to a psychiatrist, and it was then I was diagnosed with depression. So after many trials and errors of different medications, finally found one that worked for me, Effexor, and I've been on that medication ever since. I've been able to reduce the dosage. I'm only on one 75 milligram tablet a day, and I take it religiously. But I've got to be very, very careful with depression. It's not the non-disease that some people think it is, that you can just get over it. You know, that sort of attitude that some people have, oh, you'll just get over it, wake up to yourself. No, it's not like that at all. And if you have, like this gentleman, emphysema and depression, well, if nothing's done to treat it, then he will go on a journey down a dark road from whence he won't return. I mean, it's true. So I urge anyone who has any of the symptoms I mentioned to go and seek professional help, because it's not a non-disease. It's just like some people still think in this day and age that asthma is a non-disease. Nothing could be further from the truth. It's not. It's a serious disease that can kill. Fortunately, a doctor can prescribe medication, which is usually an inhaler, but it's not the same for depression. Your doctor will have to refer you to a professional, psychologist, They'll have to be a psychiatrist, because unless the psychologist is a clinical psychologist, they cannot prescribe medication. If you find you're suffering from bouts of crying for no particular reason, that you find yourself feeling physically ill, very lethargic, off your food, unable to sleep, or having restless sleeps, feel like the whole world's closing in on you, you just want to get away from everyone and everything, these are just some of the symptoms. I urge you to go and seek professional help. Whew. Well, I'm a little bit breathless today too. Whew. It's been very humid as well. I think it was 33 degrees and the humidity about 70%. I think of my dear friend Colleen, who moved from Queensland down to Victoria because she found the humidity in Queensland was detrimental to her. She suffers from emphysema and is on oxygen, and I can well understand that. The humidity here is detrimental to me, I know. So even though she has at times extreme heat down where she lives in Victoria, she doesn't have the humidity. Don't have the humidity out in the bush either, but it gets very, very hot. In fact, I might tell you a couple of stories about the time we were silly enough in our younger days to go on a hunting trip out the back of Burke during the summer. Anyhow, like I said, I'll tell those another time. So anyhow, I'm watching the 5 to 6 p.m. news on a different channel today because there is a double header of the Big Bash cricket, and many of you know I love my cricket. So I want to thank you for watching, and until next time, bye for now.